Back. Warren going up for 2, and she's fouled. And sorry if we went off. We apologize. 26-20. Weatherly to throw it in. And the Warren pull-up jumper, in and out. Ball's tip, rebound, Lady Panthers. Rogers throws it up to Pratt. Pratt throws it up. Davis, and good. And Thornton gets it stolen away. Pratt going to drive, throws it up, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Panthers, up for 2, good. Ball's thrown in the Warren. Warren gets bumped, and that'll be on Rogers. That's her first. Thornton with the basketball, going to her right. Gives it up to Warren. Warren gets bumped again, and that's Rogers. That's her second. So Spain and Rogers with 2 apiece. Ball swung over to Weatherly. Weatherly going right. Weatherly still driving. Lost the ball. And they're going to say out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Lady Panthers. Ball swung over to Rogers. Cross courts it again. 3 on the way by Pratt. Good. Lady Panthers have not missed much tonight. Warren lobs it down to Bates. Bates looking to drive. Stops. Throws up a wild shot. Got it blocked. Warren was open behind her but didn't give it to her. Bringing it down. Davis down to Overman. Overman over to Pratt. Pratt again for 3. No good. Rebound Thornton. 33-20 Lady Panthers here over your Lady Vikings. Thornton getting trapped in the paint to Bates. Warren pumps. 1 dribble pull up. Off the glass. No good. Rebounded by the Lady Panthers. Spain off to Davis. Davis going to drive. Good pass to Pratt and good. 35-20. And we got a shoe needing to be tied. Camper and number 12, Tubbs, coming back in. Warren to throw it in. And the Thornton. Thornton lobs it back to Weatherly. Weatherly slows up. Weatherly going to get it across. Stops off to Thornton. Thornton going to stop. She'll pop a 3. In and out. Rebounded by Davis. Davis throws it down to Rogers. Rogers, stop, pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound, Marshall off to Warren. Warren across the timeline, throws it up. Throws it behind Thornton, and it gets tipped. Picked back up by Davis. Davis driving now. Spins right. Pull up in the lane. Good. Stolen away by Pratt, and good. 39-20 as the Lady Panthers have really opened this up on a 15-0 run. And we're going to have a foul on number 12, Ansley Tubbs, her first. Team foul. It's either the 4th or 5th foul. I'm not sure which. So Mathis, Moore, and Richardson back in. Thornton gets it into Richardson. Richardson going to her left. She stops, pulls it out. Warren for 3, gets it blocked. Rebound by Richardson, And a foul again on Tubbs, and that's Tubbs' second. So 3 girls with 2 fouls. And 2 shots coming for Sophie Richardson. First shot by Richardson's good. Second one no good. Rebounded by the Lady Panthers. Camper up to Rogers. Rogers, that's a double dribble. Up for 2. Good. In and out. Rebound Zoe Mathis. Mathis gives it up to Warren. Warren going to cross the timeline. Going to swing over to Moore. Sasha looking for Thornton. Looking for Mathis now. Gives it up to her. Off to Warren. Warren for 3. No good. Rebounded by the Lady Panthers. Off to Pratt. Pratt bringing it down. 3.5 to go in the half. Lady Vikings trailing 39-21. Pratt with it again. Gives it back up to Rogers. Rogers to Pratt. And she'll hand it off to number 12, Tubbs. Rogers to Pratt. Pratt, Tubbs, Rogers looking in the paint. Up for 2, Camper, no good. Rebound. And they're going to say off of Richardson and stay with the Lady Panthers underneath with 3:01 to go in the half. Looking to throw it in. As Pratt gets it in. 3 on the wing. No good. Rebound. Zoe Mathis. Zoe off to Sophie. Richardson to Thornton. Thornton going to stop. She'll pop a 3. Bang! Thornton with 10, and it's 39-24. Pratt in the middle to Camper. Camper throws it back out to Pratt. Pratt driving. Can't know where to go. Back up top. Gets it back to Pratt. Pratt cross-courts it to Rogers. Rogers back up top to Tubbs. Into Spain, off to Camper. Camper driving, gets bumped, and they're going to call it on the floor. And that's going to be on Moore, her first. .220 to go in the half. 39-24. Lady Panthers are over the Lady Vikings. Pratt gets it in. Davis. Stop. Pull up in the lane. Short. Rebound. Camper. Good. Thornton bringing it down. Thornton going right. Gets it back to Warren. Warren pumps. Driving all the way. Up for 2. Good. Warren's got 10. 41-26. Ball's in the paint. Camper up for 2. No good. Rebound Richardson. Richardson going to slow it up. Hands it off to Warren. Warren going left. Gives it up to Thornton. Thornton going back right. Off to Warren. Warren gets a screen. Still driving. Off to Moore. Moore to Richardson. Richardson driving. Pull up. No good. Rebounded by Rogers. Rogers bringing it down with 1:15. And that's a carry. Sophie looking to throw it in. Throws it into Warren. Warren stops. Off to Moore. Moore wants a 3. No good. Rebounded by the Lady Panthers. Bringing it down's Davis. Davis stops. Throws it out. Pratt. Pratt pumps. Drive baseline. Nowhere to go. Ball's tipped. They're going to call a kick. I didn't see a kick, but okay. Pratt to throw it in. I'm going to lob it into Rogers. Rogers looking in the paint. Going to spin back out to Rogers. Rogers going to drive middle. Throws it away to Thornton. Thornton bringing it down across the timeline. Thornton sees a lane. Up for two. Short. Ball's rebound by Mathis. Mathis up. She's fouled. And Zoe will go to the line to shoot two. Foul was on Overman. Zoe's already 1 for 3 at the line. See if she can at least get 1 or 2 here. Her first shot gets the roll. Zoe with her average of 2. 32 seconds to go in the half. 41-27 Lady Panthers here in Decaturville. Zoe's second of 2. Good. Knocks both of them down. Makes it, she's 3 of 5 of the night. Lob pass down to Overman. Overman's going to drive. Still driving. Up for 2. Good. She just threw that one up there and it went in. Ball's thrown into Mathis. Mathis throws it back to Warren. 16 seconds. Warren crosses the timeline. Gives it up to Richardson. Richardson overthrows Warren. I go back to Lady Panthers with 9 seconds. 43-28. Lady Panthers as they look to try to get a little bit more here. Lady Vikings going to bring up their pressure. Overman with it. Swings it to Pratt. Back to Overman. 5 seconds. Back to Pratt. Pratt going to shoot a 3. No good. Rebound Rogers. Good. And that's how we end the half. We go to the second, or go to half. Lady Panthers of Riverside 45. Your Lady Vikings 28. You're watching on 113 WOPC.
Perry County Basketball on WOPC is made possible by these valued community partners. NYX Incorporated, the Meriwether Lewis Electric Cooperative, the member businesses of the Perry County Chamber of Commerce, Quality Building Supply, the Perry County Nursing Home, the Bank of Perry County, Mitchell Rhodes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, the Perry County Medical Center, the Town of Linden Natural Gas System, Brasher Accounting, Duncan's Ace Hardware and Duncan's Rental Center, and Duran's Health Mart Pharmacy. Support these leading local businesses and thank them for making this broadcast possible.
Most kicking points in the season is 53. Most extra points in the season is 50. Do you know this? Okay. In which both of those records of 53 and 50 were done during his freshman campaign. Cole also holds the record for the most extra points in his career with 126. And lastly, he holds the record for most points scored by a kicker in Riverside history with 138. We'd like to thank Cole for his dedication, his hard work for our program. He will be receiving his certificate commemorating his records at our football banquet this Sunday. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Cole Yarborough.
Mm-hmm. Am I muted? I'm not. Mute me real quick. Welcome back, everybody. Here at the half, Lady Vikings trailing the Lady Panthers of Decatur County Riverside by a score of 45-28. Lady Panthers won the first quarter 24-20, and then at the end of the second, Lady Panthers won 21-8. For the Lady Panthers, we have Lila Overman and Bailey Spain, both with 2 apiece. 6 points for Lauren Camper, 10 points for Ella Davis, 11 for Bentley Rogers, 14 leading all scorers is Miss Alyssa Pratt. For your Lady Vikings, we got Sophie Richardson with 1. Oh, that's where I missed it. I gave Riley Jones a 3, and it was actually Bell. Let's see here. I got to look back on my book here, make sure I got it right. Because you know me, I get too into it, and then when we went off air, I can't remember anything. Sophie has 4. So 4, 17, 27, 30. That's not right either. Gotta love it. No, she's only got 2. I am very sorry. That's what the one I was missing. Okay, let's restart. Long day. Sophie Richardson with a deuce. Zoe Mathis with 3. Elena Thornton with 10. And lead scorer with 13 is Miss Belle Warren. All right, we got about 2:45 before we start the second half. We'll do our 45-second thank you to our sponsors. And then when we come back, we'll have second half actions. You're watching on 101.3 WOPC.
Perry County Basketball on WOPC is made possible by these valued community partners. NYX Incorporated, the Meriwether-Lewis Electric Cooperative, the member businesses of the Perry County Chamber of Commerce, Quality Building Supply, the Perry County Nursing Home, the Bank of Perry County, Mitchell Rhodes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, the Perry County Medical Center, the town of Linden Natural Gas System, Brasher Accounting, Duncan's Ace Hardware and Duncan's Rental Center, and Duran's Health Mart Pharmacy. Support these leading local businesses and thank them for making this broadcast possible.
Minute and a half to go before we start the second half. It will be, I believe, Lady Panther basketball, and it will be. Great crowd on hand. I think Perry County's got more fans than Riverside does, to be honest. At least that's the way it feels. We could sit, Gus and I could sit over there on Riverside's side. We did for years, but I just can't. I don't like doing it over there due to the fact that you're in front of their crowd and they all want to look at you, and that gets on your nerves. So I decided, I think 2 years ago or 3 years ago, is sometime around COVID, I decided to stay over here, and that's what I've been doing. So either way, hopefully you'll be able to see everything. We've got the camera propped up and everything best we can, and got the color fixed a little bit. At least it looks more colorful, unlike everybody thinking we're watching Leave It to Beaver or watching Andy Griffith or something. But either way, we'll have a new camera tomorrow night, as that game will be at Clifton against the Lions and Lady Lions. Don't forget, after this game, we'll have the Vikings taking on the Panthers, and it's not going to be a blowout or a game where the Vikings can just lay low. They got to be ready to go, and hopefully they're in postseason shape, because postseason starts next week, next Friday night at home, as the Vikings will be the #1 seed. Right now, we just got to figure out who's going to be the 4, either Colin Wood or Frank Hughes. Ball's thrown over to Overman. Overman looking for a cutter, high post Davis. Davis, lob pass over to Pratt. Pratt driving baseline, stops, kicks it back out to Rogers. Rogers for 3, it's good. And it's a 20-point lead, 48-28. Bristol into Thornton. Thornton going to stop. Somebody's got to come help. Cross court over to Weatherly. Weatherly lobs it down to Marshall. One dribble up for 2 and good. Abby Marshall with her first point. Here come the Panthers up for 2. And she's fouled by Weatherly, and that'll be Weatherly's team's first. (7:17) to go in the third quarter. 48-30 is their score. First shot on the way by, I believe that's Rogers. No, that's Pratt. I apologize. Misses the first. She's got 14 points. Second one, good though. She's got 15. She leads the Lady Panthers. 49-30 is the score. Weatherly got to move. Gets it into Thornton. Thornton bringing it down. She'll cross the timeline. Slows up behind the back, getting double teamed. Gets it off to Weatherly. Weatherly to Warren. Warren guarded by Davis. Warren, one dribble, pull up in the lane. Doesn't get the roll. Gets a rebound. Kicks it out. Bates pumps. Driving back out. Marshall. Marshall looking to drive. We're going to have a foul on number 24, Overman. And that's her second. Weatherly to throw it in underneath the Lady Vikings' own basket. Got to move. Into Marshall. Back out. Warren for 3. Bang! Bell with 16, and it's 49-33. Ball swung over on the side to Camper. Camper up top, Rogers. Rogers with the basketball off to Overman. Lady Vikings still in an extended 2-3. Swings it back. 3 on the way by Rogers. Good. She's got 17, and it's 52-33. Weatherly bringing it down. Off to Bates. Bates stops. Gives it up to Weatherly. Weatherly looking for Thornton. Hands it off to her. Thornton stops. She'll pop, and it's blocked. Rebounded by the Lady Panthers. Camper. That's a carry, and it'll go back to the Lady Vikings. If you lose the ball, you cannot touch it. And Sophie Richardson will bring it in, or come in rather. And she'll get Andelin with 6:06 to go on the third. 52-33 Lady Panthers. Richardson looking to throw it in. In to Thornton. Thornton trying to go left. Lost the ball. And we're going to have a jump and it'll stay here. 6 minutes exactly to go on the third. Richardson will throw it in again. Throws it into Thornton. Thornton into Marshall. Up for 2. Good. Marshall with 4, and it's 52-35. Pratt to Davis. Davis cross courts it to Rogers. Rogers over to Overman. Overman for 3. In and out. There's 2 girls in the paint that nobody's boxing out, and rebounded by Camper, and good. That's 8 points for Camper. Warren bringing it down. Lobs it to Thornton. Thornton going to drive. Spins up with the right. Left hand, no good. And we got a foul. And it's going to be on Camper, and that's her second. And Elena to the line to shoot 2, where she's shooting 75% on the year. First one's good. She's got 11. Zoe Mathis and Sasha Moore in for Bristol Bates and Abby Marshall. Thornton's second. Good as well. 12 for the senior, and it's 54-37 Lady Panthers. 5:20 to go in the third. Overman with it over to Rogers. Rogers back to Overman. Overman back to Rogers. In the paint to Camper. Camper trying to go to work. Going to Euro up for 2 and good. Actually a step through, not a Euro. Warren bringing it down. Throws it down to Mathis. Mathis for 3 on the side. In and out. Rebounded by Thornton. Thornton. Warren. 3. Short. Rebounded by the Lady Panthers. Camper. Camper will get it off to Rogers. Rogers going left. In the paint. Back to Rogers. She'll pop another 3. No good. Rebound Mathis. Mathis. Back to Warren. Warren going to drive left. About to get double teamed. Throws it over to Moore. Moore. Sophie up for 2. Good. Richardson with her first point, or excuse me, with her 4-point. Good hustle there by Warren. And it'll stay with the Lady Panthers on the side. 4:15 to go on the third. 56-39 Lady Panthers here in Riverside. And Lady Panthers don't look tired whatsoever. And they're pressing every time the Lady Vikings get the ball. Ball's thrown in the corner to Rogers. Rogers back up top to Pratt. In the paint, Camper. Camper will have a jump and it'll stay with the Lady Panthers. Lady Panthers get it underneath. Davis to throw it in. Lobs it in to Camper. Off to Pratt. Pratt going to pop a 3. Good. Ball's thrown to Warren. Warren driving. Throws it up to Richardson. Richardson all the way. Good. She's got 6. 59-41. Lady Panthers just cannot miss right now. And when they do miss, they got girls down underneath that's boxing out. Lady Vikings got to box out if they do miss. Let's see if we can get a turnover or something here. Overman in the Davis. Pull up in the lane. In and out. Rebound by Richardson. Richardson lost the ball back off to Thornton. Thornton Gonna bring it down. Guarded by Pratt. Lob pass down. Mathis for three. Bang! Mathis with a big three, and she's got 6. Makes it 59-44 through the hands of the Lady Panthers, and back to the Lady Vikings as Bates will come in and get more. 3:01 to go in the third quarter. Lady Vikings trailing 59-44. Sasha looking for Thornton, going to lob it to her. Tap, stolen away by Pratt, up for 2, no good. Rebound, up for 2, no good. Rebound Thornton. Thornton off to Richardson. Richardson across the timeline, over to Warren. Warren for 3. Bang! 59-47, Lady Panthers. Rogers off to Camper. Camper. Ball's tipped off to Pratt. Pratt back up top. Lady Panthers going to run. Well, thought they're going to run clock. Ball's in the paint. Camper going to drive. And offensive foul on Camper. Great job there by Belle Warren to take the hit. And that's going to be Camper's 3rd foul. Team foul number 3. 2:25 to go here in the third. Lady Vikings trying to get the game under 10 points. Off to Thornton. Thornton bringing it down. Now she'll cross the timeline. Off to Bates. Bates going to go back left. She's got to give it up. Lost the ball. Picked back up by Bates. Bates up for 2. No good. Rebound by Richardson. Up top, Thornton. Thornton to Warren. Warren driving middle. Off to Richardson. Richardson up for 2 in the paint. Gets it blocked. Rebounded by Lady Panthers. Bringing it down's Camper. Camper to Rogers. Rogers. Ball's thrown in the paint at Davis. And that's a walk. Lady Vikings basketball with 1:47 to go here in the third. It's 59-47 Lady Panthers. Sophie looking to throw it in. Got to move. Ball's thrown in. Well, and stolen away in a timeout. Just Thornton thought that Bristol was getting it. Bristol thought Thornton was getting it, and they just kind of both went and didn't go after it until they're at the end. And unfortunately, that ends up being a turnover. And the Lady Vikings, or Lady Panthers, will get it. And with 1:46 to go in the third, it's 59-47 Decatur County Riverside here in Decaturville. Ball's lobbed into Rogers. Off the Tubbs, back to Rogers, back to Tubbs. Ball's tipped and it'll stay here. 1:40 to go in the third. Pratt gets it into Rogers. Anybody can throw in that 2-3 zone. Off to Pratt. Pratt back up top. And clock didn't start. Ball's thrown in from Pratt. Rogers. Tubbs. Tubbs to Pratt. Pratt pumps. Pull up on the side. No good. Rebound Richardson. Richardson throws it to Thornton. Thornton to Warren. Warren across the timeline down to Bates. Bates for 3. No good. Rebounded by Camper. Off to Davis. Throws it down. And then it'll go back to the Lady Vikings. That was off of Thornton, then it went off of Pratt. And that's the right call. Richardson to throw it in. Richardson lobs it, was stolen away. Camper with it. Kicks it out. Davis pump, and she walked. .109 to go here in the third. 59-47. Bates will throw it in. Gets it into Thornton. Thornton gets it across. Slows up. Cross court, Mathis. Mathis for three. In and out. Rebounded by the Lady Panthers. Davis throws it down to Camper. Camper going to pull up jumper. Good. She's got 12. Warren down to Richardson. Richardson driving. Want to go all the way and gets fouled. And that's Camper's fourth. One ref said a block. The other one said no. And Richardson to the line to shoot two. First shot by Sophie, back iron. As Overman and Spain will come in for Camper and number 12, Tubbs. Second one by Sophie, back iron again. Rebounded by the Lady Panthers, Davis. Davis bringing it down. Got to turn around. Davis will pull up from the free throw stripe. In and out. Rebound, Warren. Warren bringing it down. Gives it up to Richardson. Richardson back to Warren. Under a minute to go on the third. And a walk by Warren. Man, they're walking just as much on the other end as that one. I didn't think she walked, but either way. Overman with the basketball. It's going to swing it left. Back up top, Overman. 16 seconds. Off to Pratt. Pratt into Davis. Davis looking in the corner. Off to Rogers. Rogers driving all the way and good. You can just hold it now. And that'll be the end of the third. We go to the fourth and final period. Lady Panthers of Riverside 63. Your Lady Vikings 47. Back in 45 seconds on 101.3 WOPC.
Perry County basketball on WOPC is made possible by these valued community partners. NYX Incorporated, the Meriwether Lewis Electric Cooperative, the member businesses of the Perry County Chamber of Commerce, Quality Building Supply, the Perry County Nursing Home, the Bank of Perry County, Mitchell Rhodes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, the Perry County Medical Center, the Town of Linden Natural Gas System, Brasher Accounting, Duncan's Ace Hardware and Duncan's Rental Center, and Duran's Health Mart Pharmacy. Support these leading local businesses and thank them for making this broadcast possible.
Welcome back. Start of the fourth and final period. Lady Vikings trailing 63-47 here to the Lady Panthers of of Decatur County Riverside here in Decaturville. Thornton going right, still driving right, stops, looking around, off to Warren. Warren back to Thornton. Thornton going to her left. Lady Panthers now in a man. They have been in a man most of the night. Weatherly in the Thornton. One dribble, spins up with the right hand, short, rebound. Davis bringing it down. Should be a carry. And she almost lost it. Kicks it out to Pratt. On the side, Rogers for three. No good. Rebound Thornton. Thornton bringing it down. Now I'm seeing a little bit of fatigue here by the Lady Panthers. Bates up for two. Left it short. Rebound Marshall. Just go up with it. Up for two. Gets it blocked. Rebounded by the Lady Panthers. Overman bringing it down. She's still driving. Lost the ball. Picked back up by Overman. Off to Pratt for three. In and out. Rebound Weatherly. Weatherly throws it up to Marshall. And then it's going to be hit out of bounds by the Lady Panthers with 6:53 to go here in the ball game. And we got shoelace tied. Bates is throwing in. Gets it into Weatherly. Weatherly going to her right. Still going right. Stops. She'll pop a three. Way off. Rebounded by the Lady Panthers. Bringing it down's Davis. Davis lost the ball. Kicks it up. Overman thought about it. Gives it over to Pratt. Pratt with it. Back to Overman. Wide open for three. Good. And that makes it 66-47. Weatherly into Bates. Bates to Warren. Warren bringing it down. Looking to go to the cup. All the way up for two. Short. Rebounded by Davis. Davis has girls all over the place. Throws it up to Pratt. Pratt up for two, and she's fouled by Weatherly. And 2 shots coming for Pratt. .607 to go here in the ball game. Lady Vikings trailing 66-47. Pratt to the line to shoot 2. She's got 18, looking for 19. Got it. Looking for 20. She makes it a 20-point game. And she got it as well. 6:07 to go in the game. 68-47. Lady Panthers. Warren stops. Gets it off Weatherly. And Weatherly double dribbled. He was going to give it away. He was going to let her go, but she decided to walk with it anyway. Good heads up by that official. This one's too worried about talking to a player. Overman in to Pratt. Back to Overman. Wide open again for 3. No good. Nobody boxes out Davis again, and good. She's got 12. Thornton down to Bates. And a foul on Spain. That's her 3rd. Team foul number 1. Bates to throw it in. Gets it into Thornton. Thornton stops. Cross courts it over to Warren. Warren needs to give it up, but we're going to have a scrum, and it'll be going back to the Lady Panthers. Sophie Richardson will come back in. She'll get Andelin. Bringing it down now is Overman. Overman to Rogers. Rogers gets it back. Rogers for 3. No good. Rebounded by Bates. Bates off to Warren. Warren to Thornton. Thornton going to pop a 3. No good. Rebounded by Davis. Davis, softball passes it down to Pratt. Pratt driving. Floater. No good. Rebounded by Warren off to Thornton. Thornton going to go left. Crosses the timeline. Still driving. Kicks it out to Richardson. Throws it behind her. She picks it up. Up top, Warren. Warren thought about it. Wanting to go right off to Moore. Moore back out. Richardson for 3. No good. Rebounded by the Lady Panthers. Overthrows Davis, but Davis runs it down. She'll pop a 3 on the wing. It's no good. Rebounded by Rogers. Up for 2. No good. Rebound. Davis. She pumps. Up for 2. No good. Rebound by Richardson. I'm sorry, Warren. 4.5 to go in the game. Lady Vikings trailing by Michael Jordan. Driving Warren up for 2, and she's fouled, and 2 shots coming. And we'll call the foul on Bentley Rogers, her 3rd. Team 2nd, and Warren to the line to shoot 2. Her 1st is good. Warren with 20 points. And makes it 70-48 with 4:19 to go. Second one by Bell. Good as well. And Zoe Mathis will come in for Bell Warren. 4:19 to go in the game. 70-49. Lady Panthers here in Decaturville. Ball is thrown behind, but Pratt picks it up. Up top, Tubbs. Ball's tipped, and good hustle there by Mathis. As I thought it might have went off of number 11, Rogers, but they did not call that. Ball's thrown in. Tubbs over to Pratt. Tubbs back to Pratt. Pratt looking to drive. Lobs it to Rogers. Rogers one dribble back to Pratt. Pratt for three. No good. That ball will go out of bounds. Back to the Lady Vikings with 3:49 to go in the game. Richardson going to bring it down for the Lady Vikings. She'll cross the timeline. Still driving off to Mathis through her hands. And it's going to be off for Richardson back to the Lady Panthers as Moore and Bates will come out. Richardson and Swindle come in. 3:36 to go in the game. 70-49. Lady Panthers. Ball swung over on the side. Rogers to Pratt. Pratt going to drive baseline. Pull up on the lane. No good. Rebound. Camper up for two. No good. Rebound. Lady Panthers Pratt. Pratt gives it up. Swings it over to Camper. Camper wanting to drive. Kicks it out to Pratt. Pratt open for three. It's no good. Rebound. Lady Panthers. Ball's lobbed into Spain. Spain going to go up. No good. Rebound Richardson. Richardson up to Mathis. Mathis looking to drive to the cup. Going to go all the way up for two. Good. Mathis with 8. And it makes it 70-51. Driving up for two. Rogers and good. Mathis bringing it down now for the Lady Vikings. Looking around off to Richardson. Sophie driving middle. Up with the left hand and good. And now we've got Fiona Jones and Aaliyah Mars coming in for Mathis and Sophie Richardson. 2:25 to go in the game. 72-53 Lady Panthers of Riverside here in Decaturville. In the front court. Ball swung over to Camper. Camper's going to drive up for two. And a block on Leah. And it'll be Aaliyah's first. And 2 shots coming for Camper. First shot by Camper is good. She's got 13. Second one, good as well. 74-53 Lady Panthers with 2:10 to go in the game. Jones going back right, and she double dribbled. Overman over to Camper. Camper going to drive baseline. She'll kick it out. 3 on the way by Rogers is good. Makes it 77-53. Jones lost the ball. And a foul on the Lady Panthers. And that's Camper's 5th. Camper will end the night. 14 points for Camper. Ball's thrown into Jones. And over and back. And they go back to the Lady Panthers. With 1:40 to go in the game. Lady Vikings are going to fall to 4-13. As they'll get their last game tomorrow night in Frank Hughes before the tournament. 3 on the way by Davis. Air ball. Zoe Moore came in just a minute ago for the Lady Vikings for, I believe, Swindle. Mars slows it up. Tries to give it off to Jones, but stolen away by Rogers. Up for 2 and good. (79-53). Jones, Fiona going right. Now she'll go back left. Driving middle. Up for 2, in and out. Rebound Fiona. Back up and good. Fiona Jones will come get a point, and Riley Jones will come out. Swindle back in. 3 on the way by Overman. No good. Rebound. Spain into Davis. Back out Overman. She'll drive middle. Back out. Rogers for 3. It's no good. Rebound by Leah Mars. 38 seconds to go. Mars looking for Jones. Gives it to her. Fiona going right. Going to go all the way. Short. Rebounded by Davis. Davis bringing it down. Kicks it out. Overman for 3. Good. Short. Rebounded by Davis. Davis back to Overman. She'll hold it. 13 seconds. Rogers cross courts it to Overman. Overman for 3. No good. Rebound by Swindle. 5 seconds. Swindle looking to go all the way. 1 second. Up for 2. And that'll be the end of the ball game. Final score. Lady Panthers 79. Your Lady Vikings 55. Back in about a minute and a half on 101.3 WOPC.
Perry County basketball on WOPC is made possible by these valued community partners. NYX Incorporated, the Meriwether Lewis Electric Cooperative, the member businesses of the Perry County Chamber of Commerce, Quality Building Supply, the Perry County Nursing Home, the Bank of Perry County, Mitchell Rhodes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, the Perry County Medical Center, the Town of Linden Natural Gas System, Brasher Accounting, Duncan's Ace Hardware and Duncan's Rental Center, and Duran's Health Mart Pharmacy. Support these leading local businesses and thank them for making this broadcast possible.
Welcome back, everybody. Final score: Riverside here in Decaturville 79. Your Lady Vikings 55. Riverside will go to 12-11. Good luck to them next week in their tournament. Bailey Spain had a deuce. Lila Overman with 5. 14 points apiece for Ella Davis and Lauren Camper. 20 for Alyssa Pratt. And leading all scorers with 24 was Bentley Rogers for your Lady Vikings. They go to 4-13. They'll take on Frank Hughes tomorrow night. We had Fiona Jones with a deuce, 4 points for Abby Marshall, 8 points apiece for Sophie Richardson and Zoe Mathis, 12 points for Alana Thornton, and leading scorer with 21 was Belle Warren. All right, so we'll just go right into this one as your Vikings about to take on the Panthers of Riverside. And, you know, it'd be nice if we just you know, we had an easy one before tomorrow night, but Coach Kurt don't think that way. He wants to play some good teams, even though Riverside's 10-13, and the Vikings beat them 81-48 back in November. That was back in November, and Jack Couples has gotten better, and their team has gotten better. So the Vikings got to be ready to go here tonight if they want to get a big win here on the road. Riverside Panthers are 10-13 on the year, head coached by Josh Sinclair. Last game against the Vikings, they lost 81-49 back at Linden. Games in the same opponent, they lost to McEwen 50-46. Lost to Hitman County at home 59-54. Lost at Lewis County 77-60, who they play tomorrow night. And then lost at Hitman County 63-45 this past Tuesday night. Players to watch, definitely number 5, Jack Couples. He had 22 points. He's our go-to player. Really good shooter. Got to box him out and got to have a hand up. Number 33, Colt Brooks. He had 17 the first time these two met, and he's a great shooter. Got to box him out. 34, Jace England. He was in the paint, and he had 6 points. Really good player. Got to box him out. Panthers are 3-3 here at home, 7-10 on the road. They're giving up just under 67 points and scoring 62. For the Vikings, number 6 ranked team in Class 1A by the Tennessee Sports Writers Association. They're 14-5 on the season. They're 5-0 in the district. They'll try to go 6-0 tomorrow night at Frank Hughes. They're led by Kenner Haston, 19 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Colton Peebahouse, just under 18 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals. Jake Mercer, who's 17 points away from 1,000, is at averaging 11 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. Landon Warren's at 8 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks. Brody Lee, 8 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Cooper Haston, 3 points, 3 rebounds. And Eric Peters is at 1 rebound a game. Vikings shooting 49% from the field. Ridge Hancock 1 for 1 for 100%. Cooper Haston is at 53%. Landon Warren's at 52%. Kenner Haston is at 51%. Colton Peebahouse is at 50%. Jasper Fernuff, Dane Warren, Ryan Mars all at 50%. Jake Mercer shooting 49%. Eric Peters, Eric Moore both at 42%. And Brody Lee is at 40%. The Vikings are shooting 36% from 3. Ridge Hancock's 1 for 1 for 100%. Kenner Haston's at 42%. Landon Warren's at 42%. Colton Peebahouse is at 38%. Jake Mercer's at 35%. Ryan Mars 33%. Eric Moore is at 29%. Cooper Haston's at 27%. Brody Lee is at 23%. And Eric Peters is at 14%. The Vikings are shooting 75% from the free throw line. Waylon McCrory is 4 for 4 for 100%. Jake Mercer is at 87%. Cooper Haston 79%. Landon Warren's at 77%. Kenner Haston's at 76%. Colton Peebahouse is at 75%. Brody Lee's at 67%. And Ryan Mars, Dane Warren both at 50%. The Vikings average 31 rebounds, 18 assists to 14 turnovers, 7 steals, and 4 blocks a game. They're 8-2 back at Dave Rose Memorial. 6-3 on the road. The Vikings average just under 69 points a game and give up just under 57. All right, we got about 5.5 before we start this ball game. We'll take our 45-second break, and when we come back, Gus will keep me muted until we start, as the Vikings about to take on the Riverside Panthers here in Decaturville. It's going to be a tough one. Vikings got to be ready to go. Hopefully they will be. You're watching on 101.3 WOPC.
Perry County basketball on WOPC is made possible by these valued community partners. NYX Incorporated, the Meriwether Lewis Electric Cooperative, the member businesses of the Perry County Chamber of Commerce, Quality Building Supply, the Perry County Nursing Home, the Bank of Perry County, Mitchell Rhodes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, the Perry County Medical Center, the Town of Linden Natural Gas System, Brasher Accounting, Duncan's Ace Hardware and Duncan's Rental Center, and Duran's Health Mart Pharmacy. Support these leading local businesses and thank them for making this broadcast possible.
Welcome back. About to start the ball game. Vikings coming back on, or coming to their bench. Panthers are doing their end of the minute meeting before they get to their bench. Just trying to update everything online, and sometimes that's a full-time job. Don't forget Saturday, husbands. We have Valentine's Day. Hey, good job. Great job. Didn't you feel a little bit better? A little bit more loose? Thought you shot better.
Number 2, Brody Lee.
Sorry, I'm having to sign Zoe out. Vikings going to be with their normal players. Senior number 00 Colton Peevahouse, freshman number 2 Brody Lee, senior number 3 Jake Mercer, junior number 4 Landon Warren, and junior number 5 Kenner Hastings. And for the Riverside Panthers, senior number 0 Cody Brasher, number 5 junior Jack Couples, Junior number 12, Landon Vaughn. Number 14, senior Aiden Lunsford, and number 33, sophomore Colt Brooks. He's a good post player, just a junior or just a sophomore. Vikings got to be ready here tonight if they want to get a win. It's not going to be a cakewalk. I know they beat them by 32 back in November, but that was November. Vikings trying to get to 10 games over 500 with a win here tonight, but it's going to be tough. Got to be ready to go. Here's the jump, won by the Vikings, and I reckon the ref thought that both guys were 7'5" because he threw it up really high. Here's the jump, won by the Vikings this time again. Mercer up to Peevahouse. Peevahouse up top Haston. Haston wants to go right. Back cut Lee. Lee falls down and he walked. Had a mismatch in the paint with Warren, but we decided not to go with it. Bringing it down for the Panthers is Lunsford. Lunsford going to go right off to number 12, Vaughn. Vaughn to Brasher. Brasher off to Brooks. Brooks driving back out. Number 12, that's Vaughn again. 3 on the way by Brooks, no good. Rebound Mercer. Mercer bringing it down. Throws it up to Peevahouse. He bobbles it. Stops. Got to give it up. Gives it up to Haston. Haston gets a screen. Pull up 3 off the mark. Rebound. Panthers. Bringing it down. Couples. Vikings got to do a better job here. Couples. Going to spin. Up for 2 in the paint. No good. Rebound Peevahouse. Peevahouse bringing it down for the Vikings. Into the front court. Up to Warren. Warren trying to drive baseline, spins up for 2, gets it blocked, and it's rebounded by the Panthers. Panthers driving Vaughn up for 2, no good, rebounded by Lee. And the ball is giving the Vikings fits. Lee off to Haston. Haston going to drive and a hand check, and it'll be on the floor. Let's see who they call the foul on. 0, Cody Brasher, his first. Team's first. 6.5 to go on the first. No score here at Riverside. Brody Lee looking to throw it in. In the Peevahouse. Turnaround jumper. No good. Rebounded by number 5, Couples. Couples bringing it down for the Panthers. In the front court looking to get a screen. Letting the offense roll. Swings it left. Brooks with it. Guarded by Mercer. Wanting to drive. Spins. Kicks it out. Vaughn with it. Throws it in the paint to Brooks. Brooks up for 2. Good. And the Panthers get the lead early with 6 minutes to go on the first. Colton Peevahouse with it. He's going to stop up top Mercer. Mercer going to drive all the way. And good. Jake is 15 points away. Couples throws it down. Up top, over to Brooks. Wide open for 3. In and out. Ball's tipped. Rebound Haston. Haston bringing it down. Going to drive left. Going to go all the way. Up for 2. In and out. Ball's rebound Warren. Peevahouse. Going to drive. Gets bumped by number 12, Landon Vaughn, his first. 14 is Lunsford. I think I called him Vaughn a minute ago. 5:20 to go in the first. We're tied up 2 apiece. Ball's thrown into Warren. Warren into Jake. Mercer looking to go to work. Turn around off the glass, in and out. Rebounded by Couples. Shots just not falling for the Vikings right now. Couples with the basketball. Looking to go on Peevahouse. On a spin, turnaround, bad shot, rebound Haston. Haston to Peevahouse. Peevahouse going to pump into Haston. Up for 2 in the paint, short. Got to be strong. Couples bringing it down. Couples will stop. He'll pull up. It's good. 4-2 Panthers. 4:42 to go in the first. Mercer in the front court. Mercer to Lee. Lee gets it into Haston. Spins. Up for two. Good. Tied up at 4 with 4:20 to go in the first. Couples. Off the bone. In the middle. Lunsford. Good pass to Brooks and good. 6-4 Riverside halfway through this first quarter. Peevahouse going to drive. Tries to throw it into Warren. Too hard. Peevahouse just go up with that. No reason to throw that pass. That's an easy pull up. Harley had it in. Instead, he tries to throw it off to Landon, and it's just too hot. Too hot of a shot. Too hot of a throw. Balls to Couples. 3:50 and counting to go in the first quarter. 6-4 Panthers. Looking to give it back to Couples. He does. Couples pulls it out, guarded by Warren. Couples going to stop, pull up three. No good. Rebound by Brooks. He'll pop a three. It's tipped by Mercer. Rebounded by Haston. Haston to Lee. Lee wants a three. No good. Rebounded by the Panthers. Brasher. Off to Lunsford. Lunsford across the timeline into the front court. 6-4 Panthers. 3:09 to go in the first. Brooks going to drive middle. Kicks it back out. Back over again. Lunsford. Back out to Couples. Wide open for three. Short. Rebound Haston. Haston lobs it down to Mercer. Mercer off his foot, but he picks it up. Still got the dribble. Going to drive on Brooks. All the way. No good. Rebounded by the Panthers. Couples with the basketball. Guarded by Peevahouse. Couples with it. Looking to ISO on Peevahouse. He's going to drive on him. All the way. Blocked by Peevahouse. Rebound Brooks. In and out. Rebound Haston. Haston bringing it down. He'll cross the timeline. Haston looking to drive. And a walk. And Cooper will come in for Brody Lee. .217 to go in the first quarter. Vikings still trailing 6-4. Vikings struggling here with the Panthers here in the early going. Going right, Lunsford off the Couples, open for three. No good, rebound Haston. And if that guy ain't scoring, we got to find a way to score. Haston cross the timeline looking for Colton. Gives it to him, in the paint to Cooper. Cooper going to spin, off to Warren. Warren up for two, good. And we're tied up at 6 with 1:42 to go on the first. Lunsford cross the timeline. Going to swing over to Brooks. Brooks dribbling it, guarded by Haston. Going to hand it off to Brasher. Brasher kicks it out to Couples. Couples just dribbling it up top. Looking to drive on Warren. Going to hand it off to Lunsford. Lunsford up top. Brooks open for three. Good. He's got 7 of the 9, and it's 9-6. Peevahouse pull up from the free throw line. Good. 9-8 Panthers with 55 seconds to go here in the first. Lunsford in the front court. Guarded by Cooper. Gonna give it off to Vaughn. Vaughn to Brooks to Lunsford. Lunsford to Brooks. Wide open again for three. Short. Rebound Mercer. Mercer driving. Looking to go to the cup. All the way. Nice behind the back. Picked back up by Warren. Warren to Peevahouse. Peevahouse for three. No good. Rebounded by Brooks. 20 seconds to go. Brooks with it. It'll be Panther ball unless there's a tie up in the next 12 seconds. Lunsford gets it up to Vaughn. Vaughn looking for Brooks. Now to Brasher. Brasher to Lunsford. Lunsford blocked by Warren, and that's how we end the quarter. Panthers of Riverside 9, your Vikings 8. Back in 45 seconds on 101.3 WOPC.
Perry County basketball on WOPC is made possible by these valued community partners. NYX Incorporated, the Meriwether Lewis Electric Cooperative, the member businesses of the Perry County Chamber of Commerce, Quality Building Supply, the Perry County Nursing Home, the Bank of Perry County, Mitchell Rhodes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, the Perry County Medical Center, the town of Linden Natural Gas System, Brasher Accounting, Duncan's Ace Hardware and Duncan's Rental Center, and Duran's Health Mart Pharmacy. Support these leading local businesses and thank them for making this broadcast possible.
Start of the second quarter, Panthers of Riverside with a 9-8 lead over your Vikings here in Decaturville. Slow start for the Vikings. Panthers shot the ball a little bit better, but the Vikings just could not get anything going on the other end. Brooks has 7 of the 9. He's just a sophomore. Their main guy, Couples, he's having a slow start right now. Lunsford up for 2 in the paint. Good. Makes it 11-8. Riverside with 7:32 to go in the second quarter. Peevahouse looking to drive. Going to go all the way. And we got a foul, and it's on the floor. Caught it on 5 Couples, his first. Team's first of the quarter. Cooper Haston to throw it in. In the Peevahouse. Looking in the paint. Peevahouse up for 2 with the left hand. Good. And it's 11-10. 11-10 Panthers with 7:12 to go. Vikings have not been able to get the lead. They've tied it up and gotten to within 1 or 2 every time. Ball's thrown to Couples. Trying to get him to turn it over. He's not. He'll drive. Lost it that time, but that keeps the dribble. Throws it back up. Back over to Brooks. Brooks driving, and he's fouled. And 2 shots coming. Caught it on Mercer, his first. Team's first of the quarter with 6:53 to go. And Brooks to the line to shoot 2 shots. Kentner will come back in. See who he gets here in just a moment. First shot on the way by Brooks is good. He's got 8 of the 12. Mercer will come out. Haston back in. Second one by Brooks. Good as well. 13-10 Panthers with 6:50 to go in the half. Peevahouse with it. Peevahouse lost the ball. Stolen away by Brooks. Brooks driving all the way. None good. He's killing the Vikings. 10 of the 15 points. Landon gonna pull it out. 15-10. Panthers over your Vikings. Brody gonna spin up with the right hand. Got it blocked. Ball's rebounded by Peevahouse. Peevahouse into Warren. 1 up for 2, and he's fouled. Let's see who they called it on. Caught it on 14, Lunsford. And that's Lunsford's first. Landon the line to shoot 2. First one's good. Landon with 3. Makes it 15-11 Panthers with 6:14 to go in the half. Second one by Landon. Short. Ball's tipped. Rebound Cooper. Off to Lee. Lee for 3. No good. Rebounded by the Panthers. 15-11. Panthers with it. Couples going to drive on Peevahouse. All the way. Good. No good. Rebound Warren. Up to Peevahouse. Peevahouse slows up. Up to Haston. Haston for 3. Bang! Makes it 15-14. 5:44 to go in the half. Couples with it, guarded by Peevahouse, looking to drive. Going to spin left, and he's fouled on the floor. It's Colton's first, team second. I believe it's team second. Number 22 will come in for Lunsford. That is Thatcher Cruz. Can't see who's throwing it in for the Panthers. I believe that's Vaughn. And it's kicked by Haston. Vaughn to throw it in, looking for Couples. Ball's tipped, and Brasher had nothing else to do to try to throw it off for Brody. Brody tried to catch it. Nothing you can do on that one. That's just good hustle on both ends. Ball's thrown in to Brooks, guarded by Cooper Haston. Looking to drive on Cooper. Now he's going to go back. Nope, kicks it out. Cruz with it, guarded by Warren. Cruz trying to go to work on Landon. Kicks it out. 3 on the way by Vaughn. No good. Ball's tipped up. Rebounded by Peevahouse, and he throws it off of Brooks. Good hustle there by Colton. 5:14 to go in the half. Vikings trailing 15-14, trying to get their first lead of the night. Haston with the basketball, guarded by Brasher. Looking to drive. Going to go all the way. No good. He wants a foul, but no call. Bringing it down. Ball's off to Couples. Couples guarded by Cooper. Pull up 3. Short. Rebound. Tipped. Rebound Peevahouse. Up to Cooper Haston. Cooper. On a spin. Off to Warren. Floater. No good. Rebound. Cooper. Up for 2. No good. Rebound Warren. And he's fouled. Great job by Landon and Cooper. That's Cody Brasher, his second. First shot by Warren, back iron. Mercer will come in for Peevahouse. 4:36 to go in the half. Landon trying to tie it up at 15. Back iron again. Rebound by Couples. Vikings just cannot get the lead and cannot tie it up, it seems like. Panthers have had the lead the entire time, and their offense has worked against the Vikings here tonight. Vikings are going to have to find a way to grind this game out. But when you're a top team in the state, this is what happens. Cruz for 3, and it's good. Makes it 18-14. Panthers. Mercer going right. Off to Warren. Warren wanting to drive. Can't. Back out Mercer. Mercer pumps. Driving middle. And we got a push on the Panthers before the shot. Caught it on number 33, Brooks. That's Brooks' first. And Eric Peters will come in and get Cooper Haston with 3:55. Landon will throw it in. Panthers with an 18-14 lead. Ball's lobbed into Haston, up for 2, missed it. Bringing it down's Couples. Vikings got to get to him. On a drive. Pulls out. Hands it off. Nope, going to take it. Still driving. Pull up jumper, no good. Rebound by Haston. Throws it to Peters. Peters to Warren. Warren down to Mercer. And to Haston. Haston swings it over. 3 on the way by Lee. No good. Rebounded by Cruz. Bringing it down, Lunsford. 3:12 to go in the half. Vikings trailing 18-14. In a game where the Vikings cannot score at all. Brooks with it. Dribbling it up top. Swings it to Cruz. Cruz off to Lunsford. Lunsford up top, Vaughn, back to Lunsford. Looking for couples. Kicks it back up to Vaughn. Vaughn, back cut, Cruz. Up for two. No good. Rebound, Mercer. Mercer bringing it down. Mercer going to go all the way. Euro. No good. Rebound by Couples. $2:20 to go in the half. Vikings having a terrible time at scoring here tonight. Hand off Couples. Couples, turnaround jumper. Good. Makes it 20-14. Panthers, Coach Kirk wants a timeout. Panthers all fired up. Vikings have got to come back out with a little bit more fire as they're trailing 20-14. So they did call a flop warning on number 12. So the next time there is a flop, it'll be a technical. Just a lot of uncharacteristic misses. Haston to Pava House. Pava House guarded by Couples. Pava House to Haston. Peters. Back cut. Pava House up for two. Missed it. Rebounded by Couples. $20-14. Panthers dribbling it up top. Lunsford gives it up to Couples. Couples going to drive. He's going to drive again. Kicks it out. Vaughn, Brooks, Lunsford, Cruz. He's open for three. He made one. Missed that one. Rebound by Peters. Off to Haston. Minute 05 to go in the half. Mercer wants a three. Bang! Back to a three-point game. Mercer needs 12 points to get 1,000. 3-point lead here for the Panthers. Going to swing it left to Couples. Couples to Brooks. Brooks guarded by Mercer. Looking to hand it off to Cruz. Cruz gives it up. Swings it over to Lunsford. Lunsford. $20 seconds. They're going to go for one shot probably, or at least a good shot. Vaughn, high post. Lunsford going to drive. Gives it up to Brooks. Turnaround jumper, good. Haston with it. 1 second. Pull up three. No good. That'll be the end of the half. Panthers 22, Vikings 17. Back right for this on 101.3 WOPC.
Perry County basketball on WOPC is made possible by these valued community partners. NYX Incorporated, the Meriwether Lewis Electric Cooperative, the member businesses of the Perry County Chamber of Commerce, Quality Building Supply, the Perry County Nursing Home, the Bank of Perry County, Mitchell Rhodes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, the Perry County Medical Center, the Town of Linden Natural Gas System, Brasher Accounting, Duncan's Ace Hardware and Duncan's Rental Center, and Duran's Health Mart Pharmacy. Support these leading local businesses and thank them for making this broadcast possible.
Here at the half, Vikings trailing the Panthers of Riverside 22-17. You know, you go weeks without playing. You come back, you get in a rhythm at Collinwood, and then play Wayne County Friday. Coming off of a high, like playing Wayne County, and then you come out here to Riverside, who I know you might have scored 81 points the first time. They're getting a little bit more. They're a little bit more physical. Refs letting it go a little bit more, but right now Vikings are just hurting themselves with turnovers, and you'll have nights like this where you got to come from adversity. And can the Vikings find a way to win? Who cares if you don't win by 30? Who cares if you don't win by 40? Just somehow, some way, find a way to win this game and then be ready for tomorrow. Probably overlooking Riverside a little bit for tomorrow too, which isn't uncommon. I mean, I probably would too, but these Panthers are playing really good defense. Vikings are having a hard time getting any shot off. And when they do, they're missing bunnies, and they just got to figure something out. I don't know what that can be. I mean, the Panthers missed a lot of shots too. It could be 35-17, but instead you're only down 22-17. So hopefully things will change in the second half. But anyway, here at the half, Vikings were outscored 9-8 in the first quarter, and then 13-9 in the second. So hopefully, they're usually a better second half team than first half. So maybe that'll change or be the same thing here tonight. But we'll see what happens. For the Panthers, Aiden Lunsford with a deuce, Thatcher Cruz with 3, Jack Couples with 4, and for some odd reason, Colt Brooks, he's the only one that's been the killer. He has 13 points to lead the Panthers for the Vikings. Landon Warren with 3, Colton Peevahouse 4, and leading scorers with 5 apiece is Jake Mercer and Kenner Haston. Well, on the bright side, Jake needed 17 to start the game for 1,000. He needs 12 now. And the Vikings got to figure out a way to. I think they need to go in the paint a little bit more. The threes are not falling. They're not getting a good shot at it either. And just hopefully things can change in the second half. But again, Vikings trailing 22-17 to the Panthers of Riverside here on the road. I'll just have Gus mute me, and when we come back, we'll have second half action right here on 101.3 WOPC. Welcome back. About to start the second half. Riverside hasn't came out just yet. Got about a minute and a half. Vikings have been out here for about 2 or 3 minutes trying to shoot, just trying to get loose. And this is when you got to have some senior leadership. You talk about Colton and talk about Jake. you know, I know this game don't count, really, just goes on your record. But find a way to win the game. Just find a way. Who cares how bad it is? Don't even worry about the score right now. Just play your game and get ready and go and just shoot better than you did in the first half. And that's all you can do if you're Perry County. Now for Riverside, they, you know, what's going to stink is Perry County might shoot the ball better, but Riverside will too. But if that's the way it'll be, then so be it. I wish the Panthers would keep shooting like they are. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here in the next couple minutes, at least the first couple minutes of this quarter. We'll see how the Vikings can adjust to how the Panthers are playing. Vikings got to be a little bit better. And we'll see if they can do it, which I know they can. Just will they? Warren to throw it in here for Perry County. Vikings going left to right, Panthers right to left. Warren to get it into Mercer. Mercer in the front court, guarded by Brooks, off to Warren. Warren to Haston. Haston in the Piva house, up for two, got it. He's got 6, and it's a 3-point game. Bringing it down to Lunsford. Lunsford slows up, gets out of the trap to Couples. Couples going to drive, blocked by Haston, rebounded by Warren. Piva house throws it down to Lee. Lee gets bumped, and it'll be on the floor. The foul was on Lunsford. That'll be Aiden's second, team's first. Colton going to get it into Lee. Lee driving middle, stops, lobs it into Warren, up for two, missed it. Got to use the backboard on that one. 22-19, 7:18 to go on the third. In the front court's Lunsford. Swings it to Couples, guarded by Piva house. Couples sizing Piva house up. Going to stop, pull up jumper, good. He's got 6, and it's 24-19. Haston in the front court, off to Mercer. Mercer to Warren. Warren to Haston. Haston driving, and it's no shot, and it'll be on Brasher, his third, team second. Haston will throw it in. 6:48 to go on the third. Haston in the Piva house. Pull up three on the wing, no good. Mercer with the rebound. Mercer going to drive, looking to go, stops, kicks it out, throws it away. Bringing it down's Vaughn. Vaughn off the Couples. Couples will pull it out. Looking to go on Colton. Going to turn around jumper. Good. 26-19, largest lead tonight. Piva house bringing it down. Off to Haston. Haston wants a three. No good. Rebounded by Couples. Couples bringing it down for the Panthers. He's going to drive middle. Up for two. No good. That's going to be off Mercer. And it'll stay here. Panthers will get it underneath. Looking to lob it in. Lunsford in the Couples. Couples guarded by Piva house. Going to drive on him. Going to kick it out. Brasher pumps. He'll drive up for two. No good. Rebound by Brasher. No call. Rebound Warren, and he gets fouled by Brasher, and that's Brasher's fourth. But doesn't matter if Cody Brasher gets in foul trouble. Need other people to get in foul trouble. 26-19. Vikings got to find something on the offensive end. Piva house bringing it down into the front court. Off to Haston. Haston, Warren Warren going to drive. Pull up in the lane. Good. Warren with 5, and it's a 5-point deficit. 26-21. Ball's thrown up to Brooks. Brooks going to drive. Blocked by Warren. Late whistle. And that's Landon's first. Team's first. First one's good by Brooks. He's got 14. Second one, good as well. 15 for Brooks, and it's 28-21. Panthers with 5:15 to go in the third. Warren with it to Haston. Haston, turnaround jumper, in and out. Ball's tipped, rebound by Lunsford. Lunsford bringing it down. Slows it up. Wanting to drive. And we got an offensive foul on Lunsford. I didn't see what he did, but we'll take it. Caught on 12. That's Vaughn, his second. Haston gets it in to Peevahouse. Got to somehow tie it or get the lead going into the fourth quarter. Peevahouse gets a screen. High post, Haston to Mercer. Mercer driving middle. Up for 2. No good. Not a good shot. I think he lost the ball, but rebounded by the Panthers. Couples looking to drive, and a foul on Peevahouse. That's Colton's second. Team's second. Ryan Mars and Cooper Haston will come in for Kenner and Jake. Ball thrown to Brooks. Good hands there by Lee. Brooks slows up, guarded by Mars. 4:27 to go in the third. Brooks gives it up to Lunsford. Lunsford looking for Couples. He'll pull it back out. Lunsford going to drive. Off to that Cruz. Cruz to Vaughn. Vaughn to Lunsford. And a foul on Lee. .407 to go on the third. The foul was on the floor. Brooks will throw it in. Want to lob it into Cruz. Back to Brooks. Wide open for 3. Short. Nobody boxed out. Rebounded by Brody Lee. Lee bringing it down. Lee slows it up. Pulls it out. Off to Warren. Warren going to drive on Cruz. Off to Cooper Haston. Cooper to Peevahouse. Peevahouse driving middle. Up for 2. Good in the foul. Caught it on 22. Thatcher Cruz, his first. And that makes it 28-23 with 3:46 to go. Colton trying to make the and one. And does. Not sure what's going on. Okay. Anyway, Colton with 9, and it's a 4-point deficit for the Vikings. Ball's thrown down to Lunsford. Lunsford back to Vaughn. Vaughn back cut Couples up for 2. In and out. Rebounded by Thatcher, and he's fouled. Mars didn't box him out. And Cruz will go to the line to shoot 2. They called it on Brody. That's Lee's second, team's fourth. First shot on the way by Cruz, back iron. Got a box out. 3:33 to go on the third. Vikings trailing by 4. Second one. Back iron again, rebound by Cooper. Off to Peevahouse. Peevahouse across the timeline. Peevahouse looking to drive. Throws it away. Driving's Brooks. Good. There's too many turnovers. 30-24. Panthers with the lead with 3:10 to go in the third. Pave-house off to Cooper. Haston. Off to Brody. Lee. Lee in the Landon. Lobs at the Pave-house. And a charge on Pave-house. And it's his third. .255 to go on the third. Panthers looking to try to add on. Vikings, they're going to start holding the ball because they know they're trying to get an upset win here tonight. And they're playing like it right now. Vikings just can't get anything to go. Couples guarded by Pave-house. Couples lost the ball, picks it back up. He lost the ball and just about over and back, but gives it up to Vaughn. Vaughn to Lunsford. Lunsford going to drive on Lee. Gives it off. Couples good. He's got 10. Timeout, Coach Lee. Coach Kurt. 2:01 to go on the third. Riverside 32, your Vikings 24. 30-second timeout. And I really don't have nothing to say. And my mom always said, and people online have always told me, if you have nothing good to say, don't say it at all. I'm just going to shut up. Kenner bringing it down for the Vikings. Across the timeline. Swings it to Mercer. Mercer to Warren. Warren off to Mercer. Mercer to Haston. Haston driving middle. Up for two. Fouled and one. Caught it on 12. Vaughn, his third. Kenner got his 7th point, looking to try to make the and one. Trying to get it to a 5-point game, and does. 32-27 Panthers. Brooks, guarded by Mercer. Lobs it, tip, stolen away by Cooper. Cooper down to Kenner. Up for two in the paint, good! Back to a 3-point deficit. Lunsford gets it off to Couples. Couples driving, pull up in the lane, good. He ain't going to miss the rest of the night. Kenner going to drive on him. Kicks it out to Lee. Lee to Kenner. Haston wanting to drive. Off to Brody. Brody going to drive. Gets bumped. Pull up. Foul! And he'll go to the line to shoot two. Called it on who? Caught it on 12, Vaughn, his 4th. First shot by Lee, no good. Number 1, Blake Smith will come in. Brody trying to make it a 4-point deficit with 1 minute to go here in the third. Second one, good. Brody gets his first point, makes it 34-30. Panthers under a minute to go here in the third. Couples throws it up. Brooks going to drive, spins, kicks it out. Long, that should have been a 2. They called it a 3 by number 1, Blake Smith. Vikings, every time they get close, Panthers get away from them. Kenner, guarded by Couples, 33 seconds. Warren into Cooper. Cooper spins, pumps, up for 2, good. 37-32. Brooks driving. Kicks it out. Smith again for 3. No good. Rebound Cooper. Cooper up to Kenner. Kenner, 10 seconds. Kenner, guarded by Couples. Kenner, driving, up for two. He dunked it off! Oh! What a dunk by Kenner Ainton! He just posterized the kid. Holy Toledo! Did not see that one coming. We go to the fourth and final period. Maybe that'll wake us up. Oh my goodness. Vikings still down by 3. Gotta find a way to win. That's all you gotta do. Find a way to win. You're down 3. You ain't played very good. You got yourself to within a 1-possession deficit. Let's see what the Vikings are made of. Wow, what a I did not see Kenner doing that, but we'll take it. Wow. Smith will throw it in. Ball's thrown into Lunsford. Lunsford guarded by Lee. Looking for Couples. Couples on a drive, pull up in the lane, short. Rebounded by Couples. Blocked by Warren. Warren with the rebound. Warren gets it stolen away. Couples for 3. Good. (40-34). Kenner off to Warren. Warren throws it into Cooper. Hastings spins. Spins again. Up. Just go up. Gets it blocked. Rebounded by the Panthers. Well, you thought we had momentum. Not anymore. (42-34) Panthers with 7 minutes to go. Kenner going to pop a 3. In and out. Rebound Cooper. It's got to be a jump, and it is. And Colton Peevahouse will come in. They're going to call a flop warning on Kenner. (42-34) Panthers. 6:54 to go. Cooper's out. So Vikings, somebody's got to throw it out. Brody will. Lee in the Warren. Turn around. Good. 7 points for Warren, and it's 42-36. Ball's thrown down to Smith. Smith gets it up to Brooks. Brooks has a lane pull-up. Jumper. Short. Rebound Mercer. Mercer looking to go to the cup. All the way. Good. He's got 7. And timeout. Decatur County with 6:28 to go. Panthers 42. Vikings 38. Another 30. We'll keep it here. Vikings have trailed pretty much the entire game. They've tied it up a few times. I think the last time it was tied, it was 4-4. But have not been able to get the lead or tie it up since. Down by 4, 6:28. Got to have good defense. You got to get turnovers and stops. You've got to box out, and that's everybody. Great, good teams find ways to win. You got to find a way to win here tonight. It's not the end of the world, but you definitely want to get it. You definitely want to get a win. Ball's thrown into Couples. Couples back to Smith. Smith bringing it down. Smith throws it away to Kenner. Kenner looking to drive all the way. He's fouled, and 2 shots coming. I got Lunsford with 3. Kenner trying to make it a 2-point deficit. Gets the roll. He's got 13, looking for 14. Got it. 42-40, Riverside. 6 minutes to go. Lunsford bringing it down. Throws it up to Cruz. Cruz driving. Throws it away to Mercer. Mercer, just pick it up. Good job. Up to Peevahouse. Peevahouse, Lee. Lee driving all the way. Good! And the Vikings tied up. 42-42, 5:48 to go. Ball's thrown in. Got to get back. Brooks driving, kicks out to Smith. Smith looking around. Off to Brooks. Brooks driving, up and under, good. He's got 21, 44-42. Haston going to drive on Couples, up for 2, and good. Tied back up at 44, 5:17 to go. Ball's thrown to Brooks. Brooks driving off the Lunsford. Back up for 2. Brooks, no good. Rebound, Peevahouse. Throws it up to Brody. Lee spins, lost the ball. And he was not out of bounds. He only said it because they said it. 5:02 to go in the game. Vikings tied up at 44. Brooks into Lunsford. Back to Brooks. Brooks bringing it down. Vikings got to get a stop. Brooks down to Smith. Smith to Brooks. Is nobody going to get him? Brooks will pull it out. Tied up at 44, 4:43 to go. Brooks guarded by Mercer, going to drive. Walt, no call off the Couples. Couples for 3. No good. Rebound, Peevahouse. Peevahouse bringing it down. Looking to drive. Going to go left. Stop, pull up in the lane. In and out. Rebound by the Panthers. Vikings just cannot get a lead. Lunsford driving off the Cruz. Cruz will pull it out. Halfway through this fourth quarter, Vikings tied up. Couples going to drive on Lee. Spins. Up for 2. Good. Vikings trailing 46-44. Just under 4 minutes to go. Warren into Peevahouse and good. He's got 11. Tied back up again. Smith. Oh, and they call a foul on Mercer. That's Mercer's second. And number 12, Vaughn, will come back in. He's got 4 fouls. 3:40 to go in the game. Vikings and Panthers tied up at 46 here in Riverside. Vaughn throws it into Lunsford. Lunsford guarded by Mercer. Looking to give it up to Brooks. Gives it up to Vaughn. Vaughn going to be holding it. Vaughn guarded by Lee. Going to go right off to Brooks. Brooks going to drive on Haston. Still driving, floater, no good. Rebound, Couples, up for 2, missed it. Rebound, Couples, good. Down by 2, 3 minutes to go. Peevahouse off to Mercer. Mercer to Warren. To Haston. Haston into Peevahouse, up for 2, good. Vikings and the Panthers tied up again. It's Mercer's third. Vaughn to throw it in. Vikings and Panthers tied up at 48 with 2:47 to go. Ball in the Couples. Couples guarded by Peevahouse. That should be 5. Couples in the lane. In and out. Rebound, Peevahouse. Peevahouse throws it down to Lee. Lee all the way. That's a charge. Home cooking. 2:22 to go and counting. Vikings, Panthers tied up. Brooks gets out of it. Brooks still driving. He's been a Viking killer. And they're going to say 2 shots. Caught it on Landon, his second. I believe that's the team's 4th. Brooks to the line to shoot 2. His first. Back iron. As Tim would say, ball don't lie. He can't now. I think the official just helped him. Brooks is second. Good. Once again, Riverside with the lead, 49-48. 2:11 to go in the game. Pave-outs in the front court. Colton, high post, Warren. Warren to Haston. Haston spins. Up for 2, fouled, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2. They'll call it on Thatcher. His second. Kenner line to shoot 2. Panthers 49, Vikings 48. Kenner trying to give the Vikings their first lead of the night. First one's good. He's got 17, ties it up at 49, trying to make it 50. In and out, rebound, Peebles up for 2, good! 51-49 Vikings, a minute 52 to go. Brooks bringing it down. Going to give it off to Couples. Who else? Couples pulls out. Minute 43 to go. Vikings finally got the lead back. Ball swung over to Brooks. Brooks guarded by Lee. Gonna hand it off to Bone. Bone in the middle, pull-up jumper by Couples. No good. Peebles with the rebound. Slow it up. That's the right. Kenner for 3. In and out. That's not. Why are we shooting? Kurt's thinking the same thing. Bone with it. In the middle. Lunsford pulls it out. Swings it to Brooks. 1 minute to go. Vikings up by 2. Brooks dribbling. Guarded by Lee. Gonna hand it off to Lunsford. On the side. And the Couples. Couples turnaround jumper. Good. Ties it up at 51. 40 seconds to go. Mercer. Good job by Coach K. $33 seconds to go. Vikings and Panthers tied up at 51. We'll do well, it's too late now. Don't worry about it. I'd like to thank our sponsors here tonight. Vikings in a little bit of a tougher game than what everybody thought they would. I believe it was 37. Yeah, it was 37-34 going into this quarter. I messed up. So, yeah. Tough ball game, night where nothing really went your way. You get your first lead, 51-49, but you got a lot of time still left. Vikings got to figure out a way to score. Warren will lob it in the lead. Brody going to bring it down across the timeline. Brody gives it up to Peebles. Spins, lost the ball. Ball's on the floor. And it'll go back to Panthers. And timeout Panthers with 21 seconds. .22 seconds. I mean, I feel like the best way Vikings can is get a steal and a layup, but Couples has been unconscious here in the second half. He's only missed a handful of times, and when he has missed, somebody gets the rebound. He's got 21 of their 51. Vikings and Panthers tied up at 51 points with 22 seconds to go. 21.8 if you want to be exact. Vikings will not press. I don't know what's going on. Bringing it down's Brooks. Brooks in the front court. .11 seconds, 10. Brooks pulling it out. Brooks gonna drive. Blocked by Landon. Rebound, P-Bounce. P-Bounce. Throws it up. That'll be it. We go to the overtime. And the way this game's been, that's a great job by Landon Warren to get the block. And we go to overtime. Back in 48 on 101.3 WOPC.
Perry County Basketball on WOPC is made possible by these valued community partners. NYX Incorporated, the Meriwether Lewis Electric Cooperative, the member businesses of the Perry County Chamber of Commerce, Quality Building Supply, the Perry County Nursing Home, the Bank of Perry County, Mitchell Rhodes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, the Perry County Medical Center, the Town of Linden Natural Gas System, Brasher Accounting, Duncan's Ace Hardware and Duncan's Rental Center, and Duran's Health Mart Pharmacy. Support these leading local businesses and thank them for making this broadcast possible.
Welcome back. Going to be halftime, or excuse me, overtime. Vikings jumping is Kenner. Let's see if he can win the tip. This is big for either team. Won by the Vikings. That's big. Brody Lee bringing it down for the Vikings into the front court. Gives it off to Peebahouse. Peebahouse into Haston. Haston up for two. Tough shot. No good. Gets the rebound and he's fouled. If that's Vaughn, that's his fifth. And it is. So Vaughn's done. And Kenner, the line to shoot two, is number 0. Cody Brasher will come in. 4-minute overtimes. Kenner is trying to give the Vikings the lead back. First one's good. I'm right there with you, Mr. Barber. I'm right there with you. Second one good too. But unfortunately, with my job, I've got to watch. 3:42 to go in the game. Vikings lead by 2. Coach Lee just got in everybody's way. Couples guarded by Peebahouse. That's a carry. Couples kicks it out. Pump, driving, up for 2, and a foul. If there was a foul, it was on the... That's Landon's third. 2 shots coming for Smith, good, or Bratcher, who hasn't shot since the third quarter. I don't even know if he shot at all. Makes the first one, looking to tie it up, and does it. Rebound Warren off the Peebahouse. Vikings up 1 with 3:25 to go here in the overtime period. Peebahouse guarded by Brooks. Kicks it over to Warren. Warren, Mercer. Mercer driving, up for 2. No good. And it's going to be off of Warren back to the Panthers. .3:11 to go. Bringing it down's Brooks. Vikings need a turnover. Back to Lunsford. Lunsford guarded by Lee. Going to go right. That's a carry. Lunsford off to Brooks. Brooks wants a screen. Going to drive on Lee. Good defense. Back out. Back to Brooks. Into Couples. Couples. And he's fouled again. And Colton will get his fourth foul. And Couples to the line to shoot 2 to try to give the Panthers the lead back. And he hasn't missed much tonight. First one, good. Ties it back up at 53 with 2:42 to go. Couples second one. No good. Rebound Peevahouse. Tied back up at 53. 2:39 to go in the game. Peevahouse. Off to Mercer. To Haston. Back cut Peevahouse. Good. That's worked all night. And the Vikings get the lead back by 2. Can we get a stop? 2:25 to go. Lunsford off to Couples. Couples going to drive. Turnaround jumper. It's going to be short. Rebound Haston. And he's fouled by Couples. That's his second. It's not 2 shots yet. That's only the 14th foul because they don't blow their whistle on the other end. Ball thrown into Kenner. Vikings lead by 2. Kenner going to get it across. That's a flop. Back to Lee. Lee up top. Peevahouse are going to hold it. Off to Mercer. 2 minutes to go. Mercer dribbling. Guarded by Brooks. Off to Haston. Off to Peevahouse. Peevahouse to Mercer. 1:42. Mercer to Haston. Hands it off to Peevahouse. Peevahouse back to Mercer. I'd call another timeout. And Mercer gets the foul by Brooks. And Mercer the line to shoot 2. Big free throws for Mercer. The senior to the line. Gets the roll. Every free throw tonight, Mr. Barber, have been like that. We hadn't had one to go through the net yet. It's hit the rim 500 times. Everything. Full 30 or full? 30. 1:28 to go. Vikings 56. Mercer gets his 8-point. He's 9 points away from 1,000. He may not get it tonight, but he's going to be close. (56-53) Vikings. 1:28 to go in the game. What a game. Mercer, this is the biggest lead the Vikings have had tonight. Looking to try to add it on more. Mercer to the line. His second of 2. Got it. 57-53, 1:27 to go. Brooks crossed the timeline. Into the front court. Brooks. Gives it up to Couples. Couples dribbling around. Looking to drive on Lee. Spins. Tough shot. Short. Rebound. Mercer. And good job by Coach Kurt to call the timeout. 1:04 to go in the game. Is it full or 30? I've never seen one call it full like this. Anyway, 48-second one. We'll get right back on 101.3 WOPC.
Perry County basketball on WOPC is made possible by these valued community partners. NYX Incorporated, the Meriwether Lewis Electric Cooperative, the member businesses of the Perry County Chamber of Commerce, Quality Building Supply, the Perry County Nursing Home, the Bank of Perry County, Mitchell Rhodes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, the Perry County Medical Center, the Town of Linden Natural Gas System, Brasher Accounting, Duncan's Ace Hardware and Duncan's Rental Center, and Duran's Health Mart Pharmacy. Support these leading local businesses and thank them for making this broadcast possible.
.104 to go. Vikings leading 57-53 here in the overtime. Pava House gets it into Mercer. Mercer going to bring it down. Mercer guarded by Brooks. Gets it across under a minute. Mercer looking for Lee. Off to Pava House. Pava House and foul by Couples. And they let a lot of time go off. That's Couples' third. Pava House line to shoot 2. Colton's got 17, looking for 18. In and out. Second one is good. Makes it a 5-point lead. 58-53, 45 seconds to go. Lunsford in the front court and will swing it over to Couples. Couples going around. Off to Brooks. Brooks for 3. Good. Timeout, Coach Sinclair. .25 points for Brooks. Got to make your free throws in the game like this. Not over yet. 34 seconds to go. Vikings leading 58-56. We thought a 5-point lead was good. Not now. They haven't made too many threes in the second half. How many Couples got? Couples has got 22. He's got 25. Yeah, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, and 3. Got to get the ball in, and we've got to be able to be strong with it. Colton to throw it in. Gets it into Warren. Warren, fouled by Cruz. And that's Cruz's third. And landed to the line to shoot 2. He's 0 for 2 tonight. No, 1 for 3, I'm sorry. First shot. Good. He's got 8. Timeout, trying to ice him a little bit of gamesmanship. I mean, I think right here on defense, Vikings are going to have to get up in their grill and not let them give up a 3. Make them shoot. If you have to, foul them. They haven't made many free throws. That's a new trend going around in basketball the last few years. Fouling before they get across so that they can shoot 2 without making a 3. Could that be something Coach Kurt comes up with? We'll see. You don't got... Well, Jake, Brody, and Colton, Brody's got 3. Jake's got 3. Colton's got 4. Kenner has none, so if somebody fouled, I'd have it either be Kenner or Mercer. Or even Brody. Let's see if he can make this one to make it a 2-possession game. Good. 9 points for Landon. 4-point lead, 27 seconds. Brooks up to Lunsford. Lunsford gets a screen, driving up for two. Good. Peebahouse into Haston. Haston gets fouled. The bad thing is right now, and that's a foul on 0, Cody Brasher, his 5th. He'll end the night with 1 point. And number 1, Smith, will come in. 15 seconds to go. Kenner trying to make it at least a 3-point game. First is good. It didn't work last time, but Kenner's got 20. $15 seconds to go. Kenner trying to get his 21st point and try to make it a 4-point lead again. Again, I wish we could just foul, make it 2. But that's just not how people think anymore. Analytics says let them shoot a 3, but not when they're hot like this. That's not a good idea. Kenner going to try to make this one to try to make it 62 points.
Would you miss this where you work on defense or no? You wouldn't? You wouldn't miss this work on defense?
No, I would foul. Kenner's second good. I'd foul right now. I wouldn't have them shoot. Couples driving. Throws it to Lunsford. Smith up for 2. In and out. Rebound Warren. And then Warren gets fouled. 3 seconds to go, and I believe this one, you get 1 or 2 more, it's over with. Fouls on Cruz. That's his 4th. Landon to the line to shoot 2. At least make it at least 1. First shot good. He's got 10. That's 3 guys in double figures.
How many coaches?
18. Second one good as well. 64-58. Let her roll all you want. They'll pick it up. Brooks a heave one. Up away. The way this game is gone, that doesn't shock me one bit. Final score, Perry County 64 and the Riverside Panthers 61. We'll take 48 seconds. And then when we come back, Gus will mute me until I get everything done. 64-61 final score. Vikings go to 15-5 as they'll take on Frank Hughes tomorrow night. Be back right after this on 101.3 WOPC.
Perry County basketball on WOPC is made possible by these valued community partners. NYX Incorporated, the Meriwether Lewis Electric Cooperative, the member businesses of the Perry County Chamber of Commerce, Quality Building Supply, the Perry County Nursing Home, the Bank of Perry County, Mitchell Rhodes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, the Perry County Medical Center, the Town of Linden Natural Gas System, Brasher Accounting, Duncan's Ace Hardware and Duncan's Rental Center, and Duran's Health Mart Pharmacy. Support these leading local businesses and thank them for making this broadcast possible.
Welcome back, everybody. Final score tonight in overtime. Perry County 64, Riverside of Decatur. Decatur County, Riverside. Parsons, Riverside, Decaturville, Riverside, whatever you want to call it, or just Riverside here in Decaturville / Parsons, 61. All right, for the Riverside Panthers, they go to 10-14, and they've got to turn around just like the Vikings and Lady Vikings do and play Lewis County tomorrow night. And the Vikings and Lady Vikings got to go to Clifton to take on Frank Hughes. So both teams are going to be hopefully not gassed, but either way. For the Panthers, they go to 10-14 on the season. Making sure I'm getting these scores right because I know I'm butchering. And my wife back home is probably going to get mad at me because we're going to be run a little behind, but I apologize. 32, 54, 57, 58. I'm missing 2. Oh, yeah, I'm missing the 3 by Brooks there at the end. So he had 28. 28, 40, 47. Oh, well, I'll do them later. I don't care. 50, 57, 61. All right, we're good. All right, for Riverside. For Riverside, 1 point for Cody Brasher, 3 points for Blake Smith, 3 points for Thatcher Cruz, 4 points for Aiden Lunsford. Leading scorers, 22 points for Jack Couples, and leading all scorers of 28 was Colt Brooks. For the Vikings, they go to 15-5. Cooper Hasten had a deuce, 3 points for Brody Lee, 9 points for Jake Mercer. He is now 8 points away from 1,000. Hopefully he'll get that tomorrow night. 11 points for Landon Warren, 18 points for Colton Peevahouse. Leading scorer with 21 was Kenner Haston, and all of the 13 points in that overtime period, 11 were from the line. And I'm pretty sure we went 11 for 12. I think we only missed 1, if I had to guess. But win's a win. All wins are good wins, just like the great Caleb Dunkel talks about, Coach Caleb Dunkel. And hopefully this get us going for tomorrow night. Get this one out of our system. Came away with a big win against a team that's not terrible and not a bad team at all. We just played really good the first time we played them, and they didn't make as many shots. Tonight, they did. Vikings couldn't make anything, and luckily we're able to get a win. But we'll have our season finale tomorrow, and Vikings look to try to go 6-0 in the district and try to win their 16th game. Lady Vikings trying to get 3rd place in the district so they can play Collinwood that first game next Friday night. I believe girls, everybody plays Friday, or that Friday, next Friday. It'll be, I think, 4 games a night. I believe that's how they're doing it. Or they may do Monday or Friday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, either way. But again, final score here in overtime, Perry County 64, Riverside 61. For Gus Mathis, I'm Jay Henson. Thank you for tuning in here tonight. It was a wild one. First game, Lady Panthers couldn't miss as they won 79-55. And then about the same thing happened in the second game, but the Vikings were able to come away with a big win, 64-61 in OT. Once again, thanks for tuning in on YouTube as well as Facebook. We'll be down in Clifton tomorrow at Frank Hughes High School, taking on the Lady Lions and Lions. For all of us here at the station, we say good night from Decaturville. We'll see y'all tomorrow down in Clifton as you've been watching Lady Viking and Viking basketball on 101.3 WOPC.